Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a great Easter, my little friends. Today's story is by an author that is actually from here in Lake Charles. And I almost remember, I think she may have actually gone to Our Lady Queen of Heaven School, Eloise Hunter Huber. And it's illustrated by Erin Castile. And the name of the story is The Tortoise and His Hair. So a tortoise, we know, is a kind of like a turtle kind of animal, right? And then usually we hear that little fable about the tortoise and the hare is like a rabbit, H-A-R-E. But this one is H-A-I-R, and that means like the hair on your head. And you can see some hair poking out of that tortoise shell right there. Let's jump in. And it says, to Henry, Leo, and Felix, love always, Mom. She dedicated the book to her sons. There once lived a tortoise who was really quite rare. He popped out of his head with a head full of hair. Everyone stared at the sprouts on his head. What should have been smooth was fuzzy instead. Oh my goodness, they all look a little bit surprised, even the tortoise. His brothers and sisters all had a good laugh, as if he had been born a giant giraffe. The giraffe has a tortoise shell. His mom and dad shrugged and named him Shampoo. This was terribly, terrifically, and tremendously true. Oh dear. Have you ever seen a tortoise with hair like that? His flyaway fringe blew about in the breeze, tickling his nose and making him sneeze. Achoo! He plucked in his dreams until he was bare. But he woke up in the morning still full of hair. He imagined himself taking all his hair out. Sometimes when we don't like something about ourselves, we imagine it to be different, and we hope it would be different. And that's what Shampoo hopes, I bet. He twisted away at the tufts on his top. His flyaway fringe made a messy mane mop. I can relate to Shampoo because you guys know about my crazy hair, right? He cried, "This stinks. It's simply not fair. Why did I get stuck with a head full of hair?" Sometimes we wonder why we are made different than other people. I wanted to play and to laugh, 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 laugh. Maybe I should have been born a giraffe. The frown on his face forced his chin to the ground. Tears leaked from his eyes. No smile could be found. Oh, he's so sad about being so different. He wanted to yank, to pull, and to tug. His mom walked over and gave him a hug. She whispered a message into his ear, sweet words of wisdom he needed to hear. Mamas are good at that, aren't they? Your hair makes you different, and that isn't bad. Being different is good. It should not make you sad. Nothing God makes is exactly the same. No tortoise, no cloud, no firefly flame. And besides, she said, he could curl it and twirl it this way and that, and throw in some dreadlocks or put on a hat. He could braid it, spike it, make it green or blue or red. On a bad hair day, Try a mohawk instead. Those were some silly ideas, huh? But look, he's smiling. His hair brought delight to the barbershop staff. Hooray, he's a tortoise and not a giraffe. That must be hard to cut the hair of a giraffe, huh? Can you imagine how they'd look? He has to climb a ladder to do that. So they're so happy to do a tortoise who's quite a bit smaller. No way to get trimmed without hair on his head. They'd seen enough smooth, and they liked fuzzy instead. Life here on earth was a gift from above, and he had a big heart with plenty of love. That's the call for all of us, isn't it? No reason to whimper, to wail, or to whine. He could use his charm and uniqueness to shine. Like he could use his personality and the way God made him, who loves other people, he would use those gifts. He decided right then to live life to the fullest. So what if I'm not the most handsome or coolest? I'll give it my all, not a quarter or half. I'm a tortoise indeed, and not a giraffe. That's his class, all his classmates. And besides, he declared, I like being fuzzy. I like being rare, and I'm really quite happy with my head full of hair. And look what the little worm says here at the bottom. The end. So I love this little story because it reminds us that the things that make us different are often the things that make us most special. And those are the ways that God can use those special gifts to really do amazing things in this world. So love who you are, embrace the things that make you different, and don't forget, we love you bunches. Have a great, beautiful day. I hope you're outside.